Hello everybody, please excuse any background noise you may hear. I've got a building site literally outside that window and they're making a right racket, as they have done for the last 3 years. Anyway, today we're going to talk about trauma and how you get over it. Now most of us have had some bad experiences in life, and some of us let it drag us down and some of us, never recover. Others bounce back very quickly. Have you ever asked yourself why they bounce back really quickly? Because the answer is fairly simple. See, life is a bit like a bucket, and you can fill that bucket with happy memories or sad memories, as in good experiences or bad experiences. If you've had a really bad life with lots of bad experiences, your bucket's going to be full of basically sewage, and it's not going to be very good. If you've had good experiences, it'll be the opposite. So how you fill your bucket determines how your life goes. So for example, suppose you had 16 years of a bad childhood experience. The way to change that around, to make that better, is to make sure everything after the last layer of bad stuff is happy memories. So you go out, you do things, you play with your friends, you go to places, you go to gigs, you see bands you like, you go camping if that's what you like, you buy your favourite games, you do all of these kind of things. And then, slowly, layer by layer, you replace the bad memories with good memories until there's more good memories than bad. Eventually you'll pass that halfway point where the amount of good memories you have far exceeds the bad memories you've had. At that point there, you will start feeling better. That is the point. I mean, don't get me wrong, you'll never get over the bad memories. They'll always be there, but you'll bury them under so many good memories that they'll cease to be as important to you as they used to be. And I think that's the key, is you make them less important because you've got better things going on. At that point, you have a mental decision to make. Do you let these things bother you, or do you confine them to the past? Because when you made that mental decision, when you've decided, I'm confining it to the past and I'm not going to think about it again, then that's it. They stop bothering you. Their importance drops to an insignificant amount, and you're able to live your life as you should be able to live your life. Of course, some people have such horrific memories that they're mentally scarred with they need a lot more help than that. They need professional help. Those people should seek professional help. But this is the way they move forward themselves, what they do for themselves. Now, I would advise anybody that has gone so far down that rabbit hole that they're cutting themselves and things like that they need to identify what triggers them. Now, I'm not a professional, so I can't really advise on that, but identify what triggers you, what makes you cut it, just don't do that. Right, or move away from that, or put them people out of your life. Whatever it takes for you to get back to a normal life, do it. Right. Now, remember, I'm not a professional. That's just my advice, having seen it at work and, family members. But anyway, filling your life with good memories, that's the key. Now, if something's good in your life, you should never push it away because they're part of the solution. If something's bad in your life, then yeah, you should push it away. Now, sometimes, depending on if you've got a mental illness, like some of my family members have had, and you actually just your mind twists things and deforms things and makes things seem a certain way when they're actually in a completely different way, then you might be pushing away good people whilst bad people stay in your life. That happens. That does happen. There's nothing anybody can do for you when you're doing that to the people that are trying to be a positive influence on you. Nothing. You're basically self-harming in a different way. I mean, you push positive influences away, keep the negative in your life, that is self-harming. And let's make no mistake, that is self-harming. You're choosing the negative over the good. Right? Nobody can do anything for you until you stop doing that. But the idea of replacing bad memories with good memories is how you deal with trauma. It's how you bounce back from that negative experiences that you might have had in the past. It's how you start to feel better, how you become a stronger person. Because let's be honest here, you don't become a strong person by having an easy life. You become a strong person by suffering through pain, by bouncing back stronger. And the only way you can bounce back stronger is by learning to deal with the problem. You learn to deal with the problem, next time it comes around, you can just brush it off like dust off your shirt. It's like that. Anybody that's had an easy life will not know how to do that. They will suffer when it happens to them. So think of all these life experiences as an important part of life's learning curve. It's part of who you become. And you get to choose who you become. You can choose whether you want to be that person who hates everything and wants revenge on everything, or you can choose to be yourself. A person your mind can accept as you. If you choose to be the hater, the person seeking revenge, your mind is going to struggle with who you become. If you say, right, no, they've been bad to me, I'm just going to ignore them and move on with my life, right, then you will find yourself a better person. You'll find yourself more able to cope because your mind won't struggle with what you've done. It won't have problems. It won't doubt. It won't regret, because it'll be who you are. Unless you're that way inclined, of course, in which case you're evil. So, you'll be happy doing that and not being good. You'll have the opposite effect. I'm not suggesting that people that are evilly inclined should be evil to feel better, though, because quite frankly, I don't think that is a good thing. But stay true to yourself. That way, when you actually get to the point where you start feeling better and you look at yourself in the mirror, the person in the mirror will be the person you always wanted to be. See you in the next one, guys.